Joshua Tree National Park, a common craft film in plain English by Tara. History. Joshua Tree National Park's history goes far back. In verdant times, members of the Pinto culture lived in Joshua Trees National Park in the Pinto Basin. Then Indians traveled through and found many resources of food, including cactus fruit, acorns, pinyon nuts, and mesquite beans. They left some interesting artifacts behind, including rock paintings and pottery. Cattlemen came to the desert in the late 1800s and created water tanks by building dams. The cattlemen were followed by miners in search of gold. The miners left behind mines, which are now gone today. Later on, in the 1930s, people called homesteaders came in search of free land to start new lives in the West. The history of Joshua Tree was very important because otherwise it would have never been what it is now today. Why it is important. Joshua Tree National Park is an extremely important home to many plants and animals that depends on its ecosystems. The plants that grow in National Park vary greatly, from spidery ocotillo to the well-known Joshua Tree. The Joshua Tree was named according to an old legend where Mormon pioneers thought of the limbs of the tree as Joshua's upstretched arms leading them to the promised land. This park is the habitat in which plants and animals depend on their entire ecosystem prior survival. The severe oases provide the special life requirements that some trees need, so the trees would not be able to prosper and grow without these oases. The park has been visited by millions of people each year, and the park rangers are required to keep the park clean, so nature cannot be harmed. If everyone tries to keep the park clean, it can continue being viewed as a natural and beautiful environment. Where is the park located? Joshua Tree National Park is well worth the drive. To get there from Tustin, it's not that hard. Just take the Interstate 10 and Highway 62. The park has 3 entrances, and the closest airport is in Palm Springs. To enter the park, the entry cost is only $15 per vehicle. But if you are considering traveling more often, the annual park pass is $30. Driving to Joshua Tree isn't such a hassle, but you may want to bring a few extra waters or snacks just in case it breaks down. It wouldn't be good to be stuck in 100-degree weather with your keys locked inside the car in the middle of a 792 to 750 acre national park. Weather. The word desert often makes you think of burning hot weather, right? In Joshua Tree National Park, that is not necessarily always true. Temperatures in winter are usually cooler, around 60 degrees Fahrenheit during the daytime, with freezing cold night temperatures. Temperatures in the fall and spring are comfortable, with a high of about 85 degrees Fahrenheit and a low of about 50 degrees Fahrenheit. Now is when you can think of the word desert being hot summer. Summer days can reach over 100 degrees Fahrenheit during the daytime and not much less than 85 degrees Fahrenheit at night. Activities. There are endless number of possibilities of activities you can do in Joshua Tree National Park. You can always try traveling on a mountain bike or a 4-wheel drive car down some of the back country roads, or even go backpacking through our park and see some breathtaking views. There's a wide range of bird species in which you can go birding and try to see all kinds of your own. You'd be thrilled at how different each bird is and how it plays a major part in the ecosystems here at the park. The hiking at Joshua Tree is one of a kind. There are numerous numbers of trails that you can hike, and each trail has something different and special about it. If you do not enjoy hiking, horseback riding is always an option. The park has such amazing horses that are very friendly, so you are guaranteed a great time on a beautiful view of the park on back horse. Joshua Tree National Park is full of mountains. The mountains open up a range of many activities for anyone to do, such as mountain biking and rock climbing. All of these activities can be done at Joshua Tree and are guaranteed to be a pleasure to people of any age. Places to stay: Bell, Black Rock, Cottonwood, Hidden Valley, Indian Cove, Jumbo Rocks, Ryan, Sheep Pass, and White Tank are all the different campgrounds at Joshua Tree National Park. The prices range from $10 a night at the cheapest and $15 a night being the most expensive. The most popular campground is Jumbo Rocks, which has over 120 sites. If you may want to consider one of the smaller campgrounds, you can visit the White Tank Campground, which has only 15 sites. All campgrounds have restrooms and tables, yet only have water. The park asks that you are quiet around 10 p.m. and there is a 30-day camping limit. Camping at Joshua Tree National Park allows you to explore on your own and experience the outdoors. Things to do. This park is loaded with non-stop things to do and fun. Do you think you have visited too many times and there is no need to come back? Well, think again. If you only have about half a day to explore the park, you should begin at the Visitor Center, where they could help you out with your visit. You could possibly go on one of the 12 self-guiding nature trails, or on a clear day, you can visit the Keys View, which is worth the extra 20 minutes of driving. If you have an entire day at the park, you can consider going on hiking trails. You can do a ranger program, or you may even get the chance to go on the Keys Ranch guided walking tour. You can also try mountain biking or rock climbing for an even more thrilling time. If you are spending more than one day at the park, you have more options on what you can do. You could stay at one of the many campgrounds and visit the many mountains in the park. Exploring Joshua Tree National Park is truly a pleasure and well worth what you put forth to come. This has been a Common Craft film in plain English by Tara.